if somebody does not want to be helped,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't, you can stand on your head, you can do flip flaps, you can go through fire zones, walk on fire stones, do whatever you like. It's not going to make a single bit of difference to that person.
No, absolutely not. And I know from my own personal experience, there were times in my life that other people would say, maybe you need to talk to someone, maybe you need to get some help. Nah, I'm good. Even though
Yeah,
I knew deep down I wasn't happy or,
yeah,
that I was whatever, angry or bitter or whatever it was, I wasn't ready.
no,
And until I was, there was no point.
yeah.
So,
And sometimes something big or something dramatic has to happen before we realize, oh, actually, maybe I would like to change something here.
yeah.
But sometimes we do. I mean, I have found myself at the odd moment in time where I've thought, you know what, right now, I just want to be sad. I just want to be miserable. I want the world to go away and just leave me alone because right now, all I want to do is be miserable by myself.
Yeah. And you know
But you
what?
know,
Go
it
ahead.
doesn't help.
But you know what though? On the other side of that too, you're right, it doesn't help. However, it is okay. It's okay to feel
Yeah,
that way.
it
Just
is.
don't set up a tent and unroll your sleeping bag and stay there. Okay? Don't camp out there.
No, exactly.
If you camp out there, you know what's going to happen? The bears and the raccoons and whatever else is going to come knocking on your tent door, and it can turn into a really horrifying experience.
Yeah,
But I mean, there are there are people that do choose to stay, and I, and I've said before, I mean, no disrespect to anybody when it really is a choice. I chose that for a very, very long time in my life. And like you said, sometimes it takes something to happen. Um, SEEs, significant emotional events, a lot of times
mm,
can be a catalyst
yeah,
into you taking a deeper look at yourself and wanting to not be the way you are or the way you feel and wanting and just that deep sense of knowing. Okay, that's I'm gonna touch on this just for a second and see if you're the same way. Inside me for probably as long as I can remember, and I think that this is true for a lot of human beings, um I always felt that there was something more,
yeah.
but you know what,
But it didn't have to be like that.
hmm
It doesn't have to be like that.
yeah.
And, and sometimes, through my life, I've wondered, well, would therapy help? I didn't ever think that I really needed therapy, but at times, perhaps it might have helped. But coming across this understanding when I did, I mean, I was rock bottom and felt like I was questioning everything about what I have left of my life. What am I going to do now? How am I going to move on? How am I going to be? What relevance do I still have in this world? And coming across this understanding and then finding out that actually it's really simple. It is. It's so simple that we really can't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We want to make it into an intellectual understanding, but it can't be understood like that. It is. I just keep coming back to the fact that it's unbelievably simple, and unbelievably is not just an expression, it's the truth. It is unbelievably simple.
Yeah. When we grasp this fundamental truth, like you said, truth, that our feelings and our perceptions and our realities, they're generated within, via the principles mind, thought, and consciousness. Recognizing our innate capacity of well-being, regardless of what's going on around us. There is a magic there. It's
Yeah.
amazing and wonderful. And like you said, a lot of times it gets too simple. No way.
Can't work for me.
Right? If it was that simple,
Why doesn't everybody know it?
thank you. Why isn't everybody else doing it then? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I just think it's so exciting that we're almost like, I mean, you're probably more closer to being at the tip of the Renaissance. But I just feel like it is such an opportunity to be at the tip of this Renaissance and to be to being able to take it out, to spread it to men, women, children, teenagers, old, young, wherever anybody is in their life, to be able to arm people with this understanding so that they can just enjoy a far more rich and beautiful experience of life.
Absolutely. And I want to add to that because I love the way you say to arm people with this understanding. But, in my head, I hear wisdom, right? And so not only is it arming people with this understanding, but it's also a disarming
Yes.
of those labels,
Yes.
stories, those negative feedback loops, those patterns of thought that we're so stuck in that we see no way out, or we're not even looking for one because we don't believe it possible.
Yeah.
And if it is possible, well, like you said, it can't be that easy, right? Because you feel
Yeah.
so stuck.
Yeah. It's it's something that is so profound. It's like, I mean, I'm just thinking of, when you first fall in love and you want to go and stand on the rooftops and shout it to the world.
Yeah,
It's that kind of feeling that you just want to go and stand on a rooftop and shout it to the world. This is what I have found, and I want to share it with you.
right. Absolutely. I can resonate with that 100%. You do. You want to shout it from the rooftops. You want the whole
Yeah,
world to hear.
yeah,
And you want everybody who might be in a misunderstanding or who might be struggling or suffering to say, okay, I'm right here, you know, help me.
yeah. I want what you've got.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a fundamental difference between wanting like what somebody else has and wanting for yourself something different, something
Yes.
better, you
Yeah.
know, something easier, something so simple and so amazing. We
And
are
know
truly blessed.
and knowing that it's possible.
Yeah. Because once you see, you can't
Yeah.
unsee.
No. And that's where the power is.
Hmm. Yep.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And just, like we said earlier, can we still get a little lost? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're people, right?
We're still human beings.
Hmm.
We haven't become superwomen overnight.
Be nice, but
Oh, yeah, it would.
it just
Yeah.
expands our awareness so much more that we are able to truly know what is going on,
Yeah.
to truly know that, if today I'm sad for a little bit, it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as I'm fine with it and I'm not going to stay there, as long as I'm not letting it, affect me in some sort of way that it's going to, take me down and out for whatever length of time. But just recognizing that sadness is one of our emotions and it's okay to feel it sometimes, you just don't live in it. Don't,
Yeah, it's not a place, as you said, it's not a place to set up tent.
but we do.
Oh yeah, we can quite easily,
Yeah,
but we're allowed to feel the sadness, we're allowed to feel anger, we're allowed to feel stress, we're allowed to feel anxiety. But if we get to burnout, then we have pitched the tent.
thank you. Yes, that's beautiful because that's absolutely when we get to burnout, when we get to feeling like we've hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
That's usually where we start pitching that tent.
Yeah. And that's when we need to pack the tent up.
Absolutely.